This is my second example of diode circuit. Find the current through the diode D2 for the following circuit. See, this is our given circuit, and in this circuit we have to calculate the current through this diode D2. Now look at this circuit. Here you will see within this loop we will have this 5 volt source connected. That means some portion of this 5 volt will be dropped across this D1. Some of this 5 volt will be dropped across this 1 kilo, and the rest of them will be dropped across this 1 kilo ohm. That means we will get the 5 volt drop across this terminal to this terminal across the diode D1, this 1 kilo ohm resistor, and this 1 kilo ohm resistor. Now see, the positive terminal of this 5 volt source is connected at this terminal, that means at this ground terminal, and this negative terminal is connected at this terminal. See, as this 5 volt source is applied between this terminal to this terminal, some portion of this 5 volt will be dropped across this 1 kilo ohm resistor, some portion will be dropped across the diode D3, and some portion will be dropped across the resistor of 1 kilo ohm. So these three components will absorb the voltage of 5 volt supplied by this source. Now see, the positive terminal of this 5 volt source will be connected with the P side of the diode D1, and the negative terminal will be connected with the N side of the D1. So the diode D1 will be in forward bias. Now look at the diode D3. Here you will see the positive terminal of this voltage source will be connected with the positive side, and the negative terminal will be connected with the N side. So this will drive the diode D3 in forward bias. As the diode D1 and D3 are in forward bias, so I can replace them with 0.7 volt source if I consider the simplified equivalent circuit. So if I replace the diodes with 0.7 volt source, our circuit will look like this. This side of this 0.7 volt will be positive, and this side will be negative, this side will be positive, and this side will be negative. Now how can we draw the simplified circuit of this circuit structure? See, our circuit will be more simplified if I convert the portion left to this shaded line into a voltage source in series with a resistor. That means I want to convert this left portion into a Thevenin equivalent circuit, and if I convert this portion, that means the portion in the right to this shaded region, into a Thevenin equivalent circuit. That means I will reduce this portion in the right side to a Thevenin voltage and a Thevenin resistance. If I convert them into a single voltage source in series with a single resistor, and if I replace this with a single voltage source and a single resistor, that will not alter the property of the circuit. Now I will convert this portion into a Thevenin equivalent circuit, and this portion of this circuit into a Thevenin equivalent circuit. See, if I separate the left portion of the circuit from the given circuit, that portion of the circuit will look like this. Let's say that portion is connected between A and B terminal. So I will reduce this total circuit into a Thevenin equivalent circuit. That means a single voltage source VTH in series with a resistance RTH, where this RTH will be the equivalent circuit of this given circuit or the separated circuit. See here, if I calculate RTH, you will see I will replace this voltage source with a short circuit and this voltage source with a short circuit. So here you will see this 1 kilo ohm resistor will be in parallel with this 1 kilo ohm, therefore their equivalent parallel resistance will be equal to only 500 ohm. So I will get RTH equal to 500 ohm. Now I will calculate VTH in this circuit. To calculate VTH, at first you have to identify the direction of current. See, current will be flowing in this direction because in this circuit current will be flowing due to this 5 volt source. So this side of this 1 kilo ohm resistor will be positive and this side will be negative. This side of this 1 kilo will be positive and this side of this 1 kilo ohm will be negative. Let's say the current that will be flowing in this circuit is equal to this is in this direction, and we have to calculate the Thevenin voltage with respect to this terminal and this terminal by considering this terminal as positive and this terminal as negative. To calculate that, at first I will determine the value of current in this circuit. To do that, I will apply KVL in this circuit. If I apply KVL, you will see I will get plus 5 minus 0.7 minus I into 1000 minus I into 1000 equal to 0, from which I can calculate I equal to 4.3 divided by 2000, which will be equal to 2.15 milliampere. So the voltage drop VTH will be equal to the current that is flowing through this 1 kilo ohm resistor, which will be 2.15 milliampere. That means 2.15 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 1000, which will be equal to 2.15 volt. So this VTH will be equal to 2.15 volt. That means I can replace this portion of the circuit with a single voltage source of 2.15 volt and a resistance of 500 ohm across A and B terminals. Now let's say I have separated this portion of the circuit from the original circuit to convert it into a Thevenin equivalent circuit. So our circuit will look like this. Let's say this is our C terminal and this is our D terminal. With respect to C and D terminals, we will convert the circuit into a single voltage source and a resistor RTH in series. VTH RTH. See, I have to calculate the resistance RTH with respect to this terminal and this terminal. So to calculate that resistance, I will replace this 0.7 volt and this 5 volt with a short circuit. Here you will see this 1 kilo ohm resistor and this 1 kilo ohm resistor will be connected in parallel. When two resistances of equal value are connected in parallel, their equivalent resistance will be the half of their original value. So our RTH will be equal to 500 ohm. Now I have to calculate the Thevenin voltage with respect to this terminal and this terminal by considering this terminal as positive and this terminal as negative. Now let me indicate the direction of current flow. In this circuit I will get the current flow due to this 5 volt source. So current will be flowing in this direction. So you will see this side will be positive and this side will be negative, this side will be positive, this side will be negative. To calculate the voltage across this terminal and this terminal, at first I have to know the value of current. Let's say that current is I1. Now if I apply KVL in this circuit, I will get minus 1000 into I minus 0.7 minus 1000 into I plus 5, which will be equal to 0, from which I can calculate our I will be equal to 4.3 divided by 2000, which will be equal to 2.15 milliampere. Now I know the current that is flowing through this 1 kilo ohm resistor. So our VTH will be equal to current of 2.15 milliampere into the value of that resistor 1000, which will be equal to 2.15 volt. Here you will see this VTH has the opposite polarity of the resistor across which we are considering the Thevenin voltage. Therefore I have to put a minus sign in front of VTH here. Therefore our VTH will be equal to minus 2.15. This implies that if I redraw the circuit, our circuit will look like this. The negative terminal will be in upward direction and the positive terminal will be in downward direction. This is 500 ohm resistor and this is a voltage source of 2.15 volt. So I can replace this entire circuit with its equivalent circuit in the original circuit. Now see, I have replaced the left portion of the circuit connected between A and B terminals with a voltage source of 2.15 volt and 500 ohm with its Thevenin equivalent circuit, and the right portion between C and D terminal with a voltage source of 2.15 volt and 500 ohm resistor. As we are replacing this portion with Thevenin equivalent circuit, that will not alter the circuit property. See, the positive terminal of this 2.5 volt source will be connected with this positive terminal, and the positive terminal will be connected with the P side. The negative terminal will be connected with the N side, and this negative terminal will be connected with the N side of the diode D2. That means both the bias voltages will drive the diode D2 in forward bias. So when this diode D2 will be in forward bias, it will maintain a voltage difference of 0.7 volt between this terminal and this terminal. So I can replace this diode D2 with a voltage source of 0.7 volt. Now what will be the current through this diode D2? See, this will be a total series circuit as the diode is in forward bias. So the current in the circuit will be the current through the diode D2. Let's say that is our current I2. Now I will replace this diode D2 with a 0.7 volt source. Okay, see, I have replaced the diode with 0.7 volt source. Now to calculate the current through the diode D2, I will apply KVL in this closed loop. So I will get plus 2.15 volt. See, current will be entering from this direction, so this terminal will be positive and this terminal will be negative. This terminal will be positive and this terminal will be negative. This terminal will be positive and this terminal will be negative. 2.15 minus 500 into I minus 0.7 volt minus I into 1000 minus I into 500 plus 2.15 volt equal to 0. Now if I perform required calculation, I will be equal to 3.6 divided by 2000, from which I will get our current through the diode D2 will be equal to 1.8 milliampere. Now let me run the simulation of the circuit. Here you will see there will be a small discrepancy between our calculated and the simulated result, because in this circuit the simulator has assumed built-in potential of the diodes equal to 0.75 volt. So that difference in built-in potential will rise a small difference in the calculated result and the simulated result. See, the current through the diode D2 equal to 1.76 milliampere. See, the current through this branch is equal to 1.76 milliampere and the current is flowing in this direction. Okay, that's it. Thank you.